Okay, now you can share your screen and you can start.
Can you see the presentation?
Not yet.
No?
Nope.
Hmm.
This here, Ricardo has started screen sharing, but I can, there you go. Now I can see it.
Okay, can you see the first slide?
Pros and cons of being a perfectionist, right?
Yes, that's the topic.
That's the topic.
Okay.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. Today I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of being a perfectionist. Well, the social standards of perfection. Nowadays, perfection is a concept that is promoted almost everywhere. You know, on TV, in magazines, on social media, etc. As soon as we enter Instagram account, the first thing that can be noticed is perfect bodies and perfect lives, which is completely unreal, and we are not able to see what's behind the screen, and that makes us think that perfection is possible, but it's not true. The makeup industry and the fashion industry are also responsible for creating these fake images of perfection that mostly young people try to aspire, and they implicitly make us think that perfection is achievable, but that's just an excuse to sell their stuff. That's not real. It's not true. Let's go with the definition. What is a perfectionist? By definition, according to Collins Dictionary, a perfectionist is someone who refuses to do or accept anything that is not as good as it could possibly be. Therefore, a perfectionist or perfectionists in general aim to reach perfection in every task they are involved in, no matter how insignificant it could be. So that means that they will never be satisfied with their work unless unless their self-imposed expectations have been fulfilled or even exceeded. Let's move into the pros of being a perfectionist. Here are two images in order to illustrate. The first one is that perfectionists always achieve their goals. They work hard in order to achieve their goals. So hard work and dedication are two words that perfectly define a perfectionist. If you want to get your job well done, work together with a perfectionist. That's the best option, I think. Because their work is always expected to be masterfully done. Another pro of being a perfectionist is the organization. They are extremely organized, not only in their work, in their job, but also in personal life. They tend to planify every task every single task before carrying them out. And that's a characteristic that 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 defines a perfectionist really well. The cons of being a perfectionist, that's the dark side of the concept. Well, they can get easily obsessed with everything. They can get obsessed with whatever they do because they pay too much attention to details and don't get satisfied until every single detail is on point. For example, musicians can get obsessed with practice. Sports people can get obsessed with training every day for long periods of time. Another disadvantage of being a perfectionist is workaholism. You know that the obsession with bringing everything to perfection goes hand in hand with workaholism. Those who are obsessed with work are called workaholics. And these people are reluctant to take a rest if they haven't finished all their work. For example, a workaholic could work for 12 hours straight without a pause, which is highly detrimental to health. And those aspects are really negative. Oh. Finally, here's a personal reflection about the topic that I just mentioned. We are not meant to be perfect because perfection belongs to machines. It is human to make mistakes. Just do your best and put an effort in everything you do. The process could be more rewarding than the goal. And that's the way I think. Since perfection is not real, is an illusion. And that's my presentation. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Ricardo. I have some questions for you. Okay, 2 questions.
Okay.
First of all, do you consider yourself a perfectionist?
No, not really. I'm not a perfectionist. I like to put all my effort in everything I do, but I don't aspire to make it perfect, because as I said before, perfection belongs to machines or to God if you are a believer, but humans are essentially imperfect. So I know that if you put the effort to make things correctly, you will be rewarded no matter if the results are perfect or not.
Okay, and the second question, have you ever, because in some part of your presentation you mentioned that you can see beautiful bodies, a lot of things that are, very important for young people. Have you ever tried to imitate the images that appear on TV, for example? Probably not now, but when you were in school, for example, when you were a teenager?
Yes. When I was a teenager, I tried to imitate, for example, the fashion styles that people used to wear in those times. And I don't know, there are always a set of standards to I don't know, to follow. And if you are outside of these standards, you in a certain way you don't belong to society. That's strange. And they always, so people always try to belong to the group. And the perfection, um, the perfection in this way is to, I don't know, to be inside of what is on fashion.
Yeah. Okay. So through fashion, you try to imitate in the fashion.
Yes.
Okay. Now, is it important for you, fashion or things like models on TV or things like that?
No, not at all. It's not important. Um, I think there are things that are most important. For example, I don't know, study, or to feel good with myself, basically.
Okay. Thank you, Ricardo. That would be all.
Okay.
Okay. So you can, disconnect, and then I'm going to admit. I will review your presentation again, and then I will send you a feedback and your final grade. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. See
See
you
you.
then. Bye-bye. Camila.
Hi, teacher.
So, as I said before, as I said to Ricardo, I'm going to be alone because Danilo couldn't make it, but I'm going to record the presentation. So
Okay.
in the way he will be able to see it and share with me his opinions about the presentation. Okay? Okay, Camila, you can start.
So I have a PPT. Can I present you?
I think you have the possibility to share
Yes.
it.
Here is- Okay. Yes. Yes. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it now.
Good evening, teacher and teacher Danilo. My theme for today is ages and stages. Well, maybe when I am talking about aging and staging, I am talking about life cycle or interest, my friends, work, whatever. And you maybe are thinking about what you did in the past or what are you doing now. And some others can regret about something that they did in the past. Maybe they are thinking, if I had practiced more, I will probably be more confident about my talent. But they can still practice now. Or some other can think, I could have finished my studies earlier if I had paid more attention. But they can do it. You can do it now. Don't give up. So what is your first thought when someone asks your age? Maybe you start to compare yourself with your friends, your colleagues, or your ex-classmate from school. Maybe when your friends are studying or you are studying and some other have children and you are single and others are enjoying their youth or are preparing some other things because they have the age or they didn't have the age. It doesn't matter. It's just a number. For example, we can think about our family or our friends or people around us that are old and they are do things that they couldn't do in the past, like having a tattoo, buying a lot of things, and so on. Because when we were children, we wanted to grow up fast, but now in adulthood, many of us are still wanting things that we wanting that things that we do in the past. We can do it now because age is just a number. And so you can think about this question. Are there things that you were passionate about when you were younger and are still important to you? Some kids were very good at video games and now our adults are professional gamers. Some other were good at arts and nowadays are architects or tattoo artists. We don't know. But because it doesn't matter your age and the stage that you are past, because if you want, you can do whatever you want. We have a lot of experience and we have different moments to do things and to share our experience and interest, because now we have the opportunity to do more things. Even if you are a young adult or are you old, you can do whatever you want. And that's my presentation.
Okay, Camila, thank you very much. Now I would like to ask you some questions about your presentation. You mentioned about the age and stages, but personally, how important is age in your life? Or how important has been age in your life?
I think if I have the age to do things like, for example, ride a car or buy things, it is important because when you are old, you have the opportunity to have a credit card and to have the more opportunity to do things. For that reason, the age is important. But if you have some hobbies, like for example, watch TV series, anime, movies, you can do it now. Even if you like, for example, Adventure Time or Pokemon, you can do it now, even if you are on your 30s or whatever. Because age is important only if you are doing things, important things like working, or if you are trying to get a house and so on.
Did you want to be older when you were like a teenager? And how is your feeling that you are not a teenager anymore?
No, I think that I'm like Peter Pan. I prefer to be a kid. And I think it's because my family are very close to me and I prefer to be at home and be very quiet because having fun and be outside or at parties is not my stuff.
Right. And then you have in here you have a saying, whatever you can do it today, and then old age will be a delicious fruit. What does it mean to you? What does this mean to you?
I put the phrase because I was thinking about in the future, because if I do all the things that I want to do in the future, I will feel very good with me. I'm very comfortable with the things that I did in the past.
But when you say whatever you can do it today, what is the idea about that?
To enjoy the day.
Enjoy the
day and life.
So you don't have to wait for that.
We don't have to waste time.
Okay, all right. Okay, Camila, that would be all. I'm going to watch your video again and your presentation again, and I'm going to send it to Danilo, and both are going to share, about your presentation, and then I'm going to send you the feedback.
Okay. Thanks, teacher. Have a nice night and see you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Camila. Melissa.
Hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Okay. Melissa, I'm going to be alone this time because Danilo couldn't make it, but I'm going to record your presentation and I'm going to send it to him. And then we're going to share, comments about your presentation. So anyway,
Okay.
he's going to watch it. Okay.
Okay.
Melissa, you can start.
I don't know if you can see my
Now I can see it.
screen.
I can
Yes.
see it now.
Okay. So good evening, teacher. I'm going to talk about the importance of doing activities that makes you happy, related to Unit 5, the feel-good factor. So what is happiness? Although there is no a single definition of what it means to be happy, we can say that happiness is a positive emotion, a positive emotional state related to satisfaction, emotion, and the achievement of goals and objectives. It is subjective well-being, which has a great influence on our thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. You may think that doing your favorite activities is a waste of time, but what if I told you that your leisure time helps you have better health? Just as you heard, because doing your favorite activities promotes your happiness. Doing activities that generate happiness is very important for the body since produce a positive effect on it. When we are happy, it's because our body can generate 4 types of hormones that makes us feel good. The first one is dopamine, that is in charge of producing pleasure and motivation. The second one is serotonin, that helps to regulate the mood, social behavior, appetite, digestion, sleep, and memory. The third one is endorphin, that works as an analgesic in cases of pain. And the last one is oxytocin, that is a hormone that is related to emotional and affective bonds, such as intimacy, trust, and fidelity. These hormones are also known as happy chemicals. They promote calmness, help to create a stable well-being, improve mood, help counteract elevated adrenaline levels associated with stress and anxiety. So in other words, happiness is the key to both physical and emotional health. To stimulate the production of happy chemicals, highly beneficial, sorry. In all senses, you can do the activities you enjoy the most or that you are you feel like doing, such as dancing, listening to music, reading, taking a relaxing bath, walking somewhere quiet, or practicing a sport. It is also important fostering relationships or social skills because are indispensable to maintain a positive mood and enhance the feeling of happiness. It only takes 20 minutes of your favorite activity to increase happy chemicals. This release makes you feel more alert, more focused, and improves your concentration. If you do the activities you love regularly, the concentration of hormones increase steadily in some areas of the brain. The side effects of this the side effects of this are increased powers of concentration, joy, and satisfaction. So in conclusion, our mental and physical health depends on the activity that makes us happy. It is important to enjoy the activities that we like and believe in ourselves and our abilities, and living the present, with trying not to insist on negative experience or events. And in this way, we will be able to see how our health and our daily life improve significantly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. I have some
Yes.
questions for you. Okay.
Okay.
In some part of the of your presentation, you say that doing your favorite activities might be considered a waste of time. What do you think about that?
That is not a waste of time. As I said before, it is really important to do the things, to have a time in our daily life to do the things that we like, to increase that hormones that makes us feel good. And in that way, we can feel less stressed and with less anxiety.
Okay, and the other question is, what is the activity that generates more happiness in you?
In me, I will say that reading books, that's the activity I enjoy the most. When I'm feeling blue, I just pick up my favorite book that I have read like 1,000 times. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think that you are happy?
Yes, I think so. I have everything that I need. I have my family, my cats, my books, and music.
Okay. You do not miss anything.
No, just my sister that is living far away.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. That would be all. I'm going to share this presentation with Danilo, and then when we come to an agreement, as soon as we come to an agreement, I'm going to send you the feedback and your grade.
Okay.
Even for the what is next? The use of English.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Next week.
Next week. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Tamara.
teacher. Yes,
Not
it's me.
Javiera. Not Javiera.
Yes, I'm in my cousin's house because my internet is very bad, so I don't want to have problems.
Okay. Tamara, we are going to, I'm going to be alone this time because Danilo couldn't make it, but I'm going to record your presentation and then he's going to see it later. And then we're going to share, information and opinions. Okay.
Okay.
So you can start now. We're ready.
Yes. I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see the screen.
Yes, I can see. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I start?
You can start. Yes.
Okay. Hello, teacher. I'm Tamara Torres, and today I'm going to present about music therapy. First, what is music therapy? This is a therapeutic approach that uses the naturally mood-lifting properties of music to help people to improve their mental health and overall their well-being. Music therapy also is a relatively new discipline that focuses on addressing symptoms like stress and, I'm sorry, I wasn't sharing the, okay, this. Different symptoms like stress and different kind of pain. Since the earliest days of humankind, music and the power of music has been evident to us. Some research suggests that music can influence a lot. It can impact illnesses, depression, spending, productivity, and our perception of the world. Also has suggested it can increase aggressive thoughts or encourage crime. Now I'm going to the other one. Yes. Okay. Music can restore some of the cognitive, sensory, and motor function of the brain after a traumatic injury. Also does more than just put us in a good mood. It's like a wonder drug that sets a lot of things right. It energizes your mind, eases stress, evokes emotion, and soothes your soul. Music therapy touches all aspects of the mind. I'm sorry, touches all aspects of the mind, body, brain, and behavior. It can provide distraction for the mind, slow the rhythms of the body, and it can alter our mood, which in turn can influence behavior, our behavior. Some research shows that music can have a beneficial effect on brain chemicals such as dopamine, which is linked to feelings of pleasure, and oxytocin, the so-called love hormone. Overall, music therapy has different benefits like positive feelings, calmnesses, euphoria, confidence, and empowerment, emotional intimacy, etc. The uses and benefits of music therapy have been researched for decades. I'm sorry. Also have shown that this kind of therapy may be helpful for people with depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, and even cancer. Now I'm going to show the other one. Playing music before go to bed can improve sleep efficiency, which means more time that you are in bed is actually spent sleeping. In one of the studies that make research with people, with adult people, they came to the conclusion that adults who listening to 45 minutes of music before going to sleep reported that they have a better sleep quality. In general, we use music to feel better, whether that we are awake or asleep, for everything. So now I'm going to, only for 15 seconds, I'm going to show you music therapy that I listen every night. Okay.
Can hear. Is there
You
any?
can hear?
No, I can't.
No.
No. Probably you have to share the sound.
I don't know how to do that. Wait a minute. You can hear it.
Oh, In view options, probably.
I don't know how to do it. And the video is very good. The music.
I'm
I
going
have the
to,
link.
I can do it by myself because you have in here the link. So I can do it myself. Probably we don't know how to do it in when you are sharing, the screen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm
going to get into the link in order to listen to it correctly. Okay?
I recommend 100% because I use music therapy since like a month because I am a little bit sick. I have to.
Okay, wait. I'm going to ask you some questions. Probably you can answer that in.
Oh, okay.
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 Okay. So well, let me see. The first question is, how important is music in your life? Not only music therapy, but music in your life.
Well, I use music for everything. Since I am a little girl, I used to teach some different kinds of dances. So since I was a little girl, I used music for everything. And now that I am an adult, I use music to cook, to wash the dishes, to make everything in my house.
That means that when you are doing those chores, you are all the time listening to music.
Yes, I'm listening to music because it makes me feel happy. I don't know. It really changed my mood of the day.
Okay, and do you have any favorite type of music that you like to listen? Like, for example, classical or pop or any type of music that you prefer?
Depends that what I'm going to do. For sleep, I use like a waterfall with piano. That is my music therapy. But during the day, I listen every kind of music. I don't have like a favorite.
All right. Okay, and the second question is, do you know anybody who has used music therapy?
A friend recommended me this because I was really stressed for everything that happens to me the last 2 months. So she showed me the video that the exact video that I put here, and she explained me that this was make me feel better and wake up with a better mood and positive thoughts. So like a month I use this.
Yeah. Okay.
But so it was a friend.
Yeah, but it worked on you.
Yes. Yes, I sleep better. I notice the change really fast.
All right. Okay, Tamara, that would be all. After
I'm really sorry. It was.
No, don't worry about it. I mean, I can listen to it. So relax.
But I recommend. I recommend.
Yeah. Okay, I will try to see it. Okay, now I'm going to share this presentation with Danilo, and Danilo is going to help me to grade you and the other students. I'm going to send you the feedback with your grade. Okay?
Okay, and next Friday is the second, the other
English.
test.
The use of English.
Okay.
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 See you then. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. Francisca. Francisca, can you hear me? Your microphone. There you go. Now we are connected. Hello, Francisca.
Hello, Miss Anaya. Sorry.
Okay, Francisca, I'm going to be alone this time because Danilo couldn't make it. He had a meeting. But anyway, I'm going to record your presentation and then I'm going to send it to him so as we can share, you know, opinions about what your presentations were. Okay, what type of presentations you had. So now you can start and okay, you can do it.
Okay, but first I want to say my computer is dead, so I'm using my cell phone, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can hear me well.
I can hear you well. Yes, no problem.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to talk about no gain without pain. When we talk about no gain, no pain, it means that sometimes it is necessary to suffer or work hard in order to succeed or make progress. In life, we all have goals, dreams, or wishes to fulfill. For example, someone who is a runner prepares physically and mentally every day to be the best, right? And I want to share with you a short story about me related to the exact moment that my life changed. First of all, I love playing soccer, and where I live, I'm part of a feminine amateur team. In the summer of the last year, in 2020, we were playing with my team a very important game for us, which could take us to the final of the championship. But unfortunately, oh my God, I'm blocked. Okay, unfortunately, the championship ended there for me because two players hit my knee and it broke. Why did the accident change my life? Because I never thought of using a wheelchair. I never thought of using crutches. I had to learn to walk again because something happened in the surgery and I lost my sensation to a large extent in my knee. It has been a long process and a very painful recovery that is not over yet. What teaching is life trying to give me? To be honest, at the first, I was just angry and helpless and with myself because I didn't understand why me. When I realized I was drowning in a glass of negative thoughts, and I said to myself, enough, you are not like that. So I focused on myself, and that is what I have done for the last 2 years. And I have to say that I like this new friend. I have learned something very important, which is self-love. I learned to forgive myself because after the accident, I used to criticize myself for something that was not my fault. It was an accident, and an accident happened. And that's it. I learned to be patient since everything takes time, but I learned something that without a doubt, I didn't know. I discovered my strength. I discovered that I am stronger than I thought. There is a quote that I use a lot and inspires me in my great days. It says, if you really want to do something, you will find a way. You will find a way. And if you don't, you will find an excuse. From my point of view, success is in everything you want and you aim for, in how you decide to achieve those goals, even knowing that the road to reach it may be very difficult or long. That is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Francisca. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Well, I read your presentation first, and you know what I wanted to ask you if you had already overcome that mental problem that you had. I mean, I know that you had a physical problem, but probably the most difficult one to overcome is the mental aspect. Have you overcome that problem or not?
Not yet. I'm fine with my mind yet, because it's very difficult when you have negative thoughts. Okay, but I try to focus on having positive attitude, because I think I mean, I have no doubt that everything is in the mind. So that is my focus. I try to think positive.
Okay. Okay, you were, for what I read, you were in a wheelchair.
Yes.
For how long? For how long? Are you still in a wheelchair, or you got past? No.
Just 2 months.
2 months. Right.
2 months. Yeah. Honestly, I think that the pandemic was the best thing that happened to me, because I was able to stay at home recovery from my operated knee while I was studying.
Okay.
You understand me? Because maybe in another moment of the university,
it would have been more problematic for you. Okay. Well, it's sad. Okay. Do you know if you're going to be able to play again?
To be honest, I want to. I want to back. I need
You want to be back. You want to be back.
Back. Yes, because I love playing soccer, and I think that is really that's not fair what happened to me.
Yeah, but that's part of the game. You know, I am also a soccer player. I used to be a soccer player. Now I'm not playing because of the pandemic, but I played for many years, and I also cut one of my ligaments in one of my knees. I was operated on too, and I was like 8 months without playing, and I had to use you know, they call it, I can't remember the name of the thing that I had to put on my knee in order to fix it. Okay, and then as you said, I had to wear crutches, you know, to walk. So it was a very painful moment, but I could do it again. I could play. So I think if you are, you know, like you do what the doctor said to you, you are going to recover, because it's something. But that's part of the game, you know. When you play football or when you play soccer, it's something that may happen.
Yeah, that was an accident, and how I said, accident happens, right? And so I believe in myself, and I think that I can do it.
Okay, so very good thinking, Francisca. Okay, that would be all for your presentation, and I'm going to share this presentation with Danilo, and then when we talk again, we're going to send you feedback with your grade. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, remember that next week we're going to have the second use of English. Okay?
Okay.
If you need anything, you know, like if you have any doubts, you can call me and tell me, because I'm going to be probably on Tuesday, I'm going to be for 15 minutes waiting if someone comes. If you have any doubt, you can come that day, okay? But if you are okay, no problem. Okay, that would be all then, Francisca. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Miguel. Bye-bye.